There has never been a better time than now to come join the Bellisio Foods team. Bellisio has a new contract in place with plenty of awesome perks for their employees. From increased wages, access to the free health clinic, vacation after 6 months, and much more, Bellisio Foods is committed to putting their employees first. For more information or to apply, visit BellisioFoods.com/careers. Take advantage of these great new employee benefits and join the Bellisio team today. Visit BellisioFoods.com/careers to learn more. Comedy returns to Parks Edge Event Center just in time for Valentine's Day. Grab a loved one, your friends, and your family, and enjoy a night of food, drinks, and laughs with Karen Jaffe and Andy Frampton. Tickets are on sale now at EnjoyParksEdge.com. Get your tickets for the best Valentine's Day since your crush left that note in your locker your freshman year. It's Valentine's Day Comedy, Saturday, February 12th. Tickets on sale now at EnjoyParksEdge.com.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the morning show right here on Main Street TV. And, of course, Jennifer here to start off the morning with James Hamilton on this side of the camera. Woo!
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good to see you. I only get to see... So, did you ever watch Home Improvement and there was like the neighbor and you only got to see him from here up? That's kind of what I get to see of you over there.
Behind the computer monitor.
Because there's this big monitor, and so I get to see like from here up of James every day.
Yeah.
That's it. So I get to see all of you today. Yay!
Every bit of me.
There you
Congratulations,
go. So
ladies and gentlemen.
It's your
this
lucky
is
day.
Your pre-Groundhog Day miracle.
That's so funny.
I have not seen, well, I guess you can kind of see my shadow.
There you go. Is this the second already, or is it
tomorrow?
The first? Okay, tomorrow. So my cousin Janie was born on Groundhog Day, so that's always been a joke throughout, our lives.
Yeah,
like our little groundhog.
Our little groundhog. My sister's pregnant, and my nephew is calling the baby the chicken nugget.
No. Where did he come up with that?
I don't know. I think that's just the thing that two-year-olds care about. Chicken nuggets. That's just the most important thing in the world right now.
I wonder if that's going to stick.
I don't know.
Hey, speaking of babies, did want to give a big, huge shout out to our good friend. And you remember, former guest here on the show a lot, our good friend Katie Hale, which is now, of course, Barr, and she got married, and congratulations to she and her husband Eli.
Yeah.
They just had a beautiful baby girl. So she came a little bit early, but she's okay, and all's good with the world. Yeah. So it was so funny. I was talking to Katie on Friday, and she said, I don't know if I don't think this baby's going to wait. She said, I've technically got about a month, but we think we're okay. But she said, Joshua, who is her son, said, and I forget what he calls her. It's not chicken nugget, but it's something else. She's coming this weekend. He is like, that's all he talks about. For sure. And by golly, she did.
She did,
so Joshua knew.
Yeah. Well, I credit her partially for the Bengals win.
Maybe that's it. We like it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, congratulations to them. Super excited for them, and beautiful baby girl. All's doing well that we know of so far.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Very good.
Yep.
Hey, did you hear the big news today in mobile gaming?
No.
Have you been playing Wordle?
No, I have not. But yes, I did hear the news.
The New York Times has purchased Wordle.
So Wordle is something that kind of just like hit it at the first of the year. Everybody started playing this game, which I tried. Courtney sent me one, and I don't understand it.
I
need someone to explain it to me.
I didn't even look at it. I don't care. I have enough things to waste time on.
So
I don't need another one.
It basically, we need Courtney to come in here and explain it. Because it's basically like a game where there's a word up at the top, and then you have like 5 guesses to change it into another word. Yeah. The way I understand it. And it'll tell you like this letter stays the same. The rest of the letters change.
Yeah. Well.
So anyway, the New York Times
the New York Times
Wordle.
has purchased Wordle. Of course, the New York Times famous for their crossword puzzle.
Correct.
So
Very
it kind of
fitting.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But the New York Times also very famous for charging you for everything.
Correct.
Like you cannot read New York Times articles without a subscription, stuff like that. I was listening to an interview with a guy that's a food critic for the New York Times the other day. Like he is a contributor to the New York Times, and he has to pay $20 a month for the New York Times
to read his own articles.
So the days of Wordle being free to play are probably
you better play
numbered.
now or forever hold your Wordle because you're in trouble.
Yeah, so if you don't want to have to pay a $20 a month subscription to the New York Times to play Wordle, get your fix in over the next few weeks because it's probably days are numbered.
What did they pay for it? I don't know. Can you imagine just being the developer of that? I mean, it's a very simple concept.
Yeah,
it's
so the story
hard.
I heard on the radio was like he designed it just because he thought his girlfriend would like it.
I could totally see that because it's so simple.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it just goes to show you. You just have to have one idea, man. So, but yeah, so if you're a Wordle fan, it did get sold. So yeah, play now, or
it's probably going to cost you pretty soon.
Oh my gosh. Well, still lots of Bengals chatter in the air, so I thought that was pretty cool. Did you see where Hillsborough they had the sign? It's like there's somewhere in digital world sign world they changed it to Hillsborough.
No, I didn't see that. I saw.
I know, it was so cute.
I saw there's a town called. It's not Dayton, Ohio. I think it was Dayton City, and they changed the name of the city to Who Dayton City, like for one day, jokey thing.
So good, all of it's so good. Listen, give it to us. Give it to the state of Ohio because they've been waiting. We've been waiting a long time for any of that to happen.
The Rock posted a good Joe Burrow thing on Twitter yesterday or this morning. You know that famous picture of the Rock wearing the black turtleneck, and so Burrow was dressed like that in the press conference the other day. So the Rock tweets that picture, and the I don't know the relation between Burrow and the Rock, I guess, is the Rock played college football too.
Yeah,
and Ed Olgeron, who's Burrow's head coach at LSU, was I think the linebacker coach for the Rock.
Oh, no
when
way.
he was in college playing football. Yeah.
So they have like this.
Yeah, so they have that weird kind of connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they both look good in black turtlenecks.
There you go. I mean,
yep.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. Me, probably.
Yeah. I mean, Cousin Eddie wore a black dickie in Christmas
Yeah,
Vacation,
but did he look good?
No.
No.
There's never a time when Cousin Eddie looks good.
No.
With the white shoes and
No. What's that guy's name?
Randy.
Randy,
Quaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a little bit off.
Yeah, he's a character.
Like in real life.
Yeah, like in real life.
I haven't heard anything about him in a long time.
I remember, so he left the country because he owed tax money or something like that.
Yeah, he got himself into some trouble.
And I remember, I mean, it's been years now, but I remember he posted this crazy rant on Twitter or something like that, where he's coming back to the United States or whatever, and he's just going on this crazy rant. He's like, "I'm back, baby!"
Yeah,
just going nuts.
Like the crazy person he played in Independence Day.
He's just turned kind of into that person.
I pretty much think that's really him in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know how we digress.
Yeah, black turtlenecks.
Well, we have a special fun interview for you today. And so this coming weekend at the Markay, there's a whole lot of fun stuff going on. So we have a new exhibit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
New opening on what, Thursday?
Thursday night. New art exhibit has an opening. And this is the Jurd Show.
Yeah, juried show. Yeah.
Which was open for anybody to enter.
Yes.
So it's going to be art from a lot of different people of a lot of different backgrounds and ability levels and stuff like that.
That's right. And that's what makes it fun, just everything's going to be there. So that will be this coming Thursday. And then on this coming Saturday, February 5th at 7 p.m., New Frontiers will take the stage, and they are a Journey tribute band.
Yeah. the definitive Journey tribute band.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
What makes them that?
Well, okay, I'll tell you why.
I figured you would.
They were formed with the idea that the music of the legendary band be paid its proper due instead of emulating other tributes that just look like Journey. New Frontiers chooses to focus on recreating that classic Journey sound that everyone knows and loves.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, if anybody in the world has the range that, Journey does, then good for you. And if you can sing that stuff, more power to you, because it is rough.
I'm not going to do it.
They have to be good. Not going to try?
No. Well, I wish we could take callers and we say call in and give your best your best Journey impression. Give us your best Don't Stop Believing karaoke. I was pitching this to Matt McKee on 96.7. He's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think people want to do that at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, you never know.
It's true.
But shout out to James and Matt because they did a fun interview with New Frontiers yesterday, and we're going to air that for you here in just a minute because we wanted the guys to be able to promote themselves, and you get to meet them and get excited about going to see the show this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show.
It is going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love Journey?
I don't know.
I mean, hello. I would have to say, so do you, like, when you're at home, do you, like, have, like, an Alexa or something that do you play music, like, at home?
I mean, yeah, I do.
So, like, what would be the genre of music you would listen to? Well,
as a millennial, we tend to jump around genres a lot.
Yes.
That's kind of, I think, I don't know, it's a bit of a staple of our generation because you go from like Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg or something like that.
From like gangster rap.
To Journey to like, I don't know, the Frozen soundtrack.
Yeah. So I feel like, I do feel like, because we're on the tail end of, we're not millennials, but very close to. So I feel like we're the same way. But I got home yesterday and Jamie was just rocking out to like this sweet 80s channel. And I don't know what it was. It was so good. Yeah, dude. And it was so much fun.
Speaking of 80s music, have you seen the trailer? I mean, this is kind of more of a 90s thing, but they're like products of the 80s. Have you seen the trailer for that Tommy Lee, Pamela Anderson movie?
No. Well, I've seen the Tommy Lee, Pamela Anderson
movie.
Yeah,
well, the movie about the movie. This is the movie about the movie.
Is it starring them or somebody else?
No, it's Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee, and is it Jennifer Lawrence? Maybe is Pamela Anderson? I forget who's Pamela Anderson.
There's some things in this world you can't unsee.
Seth Rogen plays like the producer, or publisher, or whatever that finds the hidden.
The movie.
The movie.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, we're not going to tell you.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you were not around in 1998 or whatever this happened.
I can just remember, I only saw it by accident. I didn't go seeking it out. Jamie and I were in a hotel somewhere in Cleveland or something, and we'd gone to a game or whatever, and we're just flipping through, and it was playing in the
That's
hotel.
Ridiculous. Dude,
and I was like,
hotels used to be pretty bad about that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's like one of those things where you're like, I don't want to watch it, but it's kind of like a train wreck.
Yeah. Well, they made that.
And now you can't unsee it.
Well, they made that movie about Motley Crue like 2 or 3 years ago that did really well. So I suspect the popularity of that has probably inspired them to do this as well.
Probably.
Yeah. But I think it's just called Tommy and Pam or Tommy and Pamela or whatever.
So is this a movie that like hits Netflix or like a movie that's on
the
theaters?
Hulu. I think it's a series.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's a movie. I think it's a mini series.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but it's on Hulu and it comes out this week, I think.
Okay.
Maybe next week.
So their son, are you a Hills fan?
I am not.
Okay. Well, again, darn it. I watch it.
We're getting
when it's on.
Off topic.
I'm like really embarrassed by that. But their son, so Pam and Tommy Lee's son.
I didn't even know they had a kid.
Yes. He is one of the cast members of the New Hills. He's on there. And so He's actually pretty sensible for what you would expect.
For where he came from.
I mean, he's kind of a player, but like he's pretty good. He seems to be a pretty good kid from like what he is on that show, which is kind of I don't even know how you describe that.
You think they ever have a Motley Crue cover band at the Markay?
Dude.
Whoever plays drums has to be on that thing that goes around in circles.
Yeah, right. And we'd have to get like Jules or somebody really artistic to like draw tattoos all over the person from head to toe.
No, I feel like if you're in a Motley Crue cover band, you've probably got some tattoos. Probably.
Do you think you would have all the Tommy Lee tattoos?
I don't know. I feel like it depends on how obsessed you are with Tommy Lee. I'm sure there's somebody out there.
I don't know why anyone would want to look like Tommy Lee.
Or you see these people that like are celebrity lookalikes and become like obsessed with it and get like plastic surgery and stuff like that. I guarantee you there's somebody out there that's done that for Tommy Lee.
There probably is, which is terrifying. Yep. And but anyway, again, we digress.
Okay, one more Motley Crue story.
Yeah.
So we're talking about movies that are coming out, opening this weekend. I'm excited for this. Jackass Forever. The fourth Jackass movie.
No way.
Yeah. And so, Steve-O from Jackass, one of his favorite stories to tell is when he was like, I don't know, 14 years old or whatever, he was obsessed with Motley Crue. Big surprise.
Shocker.
And so whatever city he lived in, he knew Motley Crue was like there that night.
Yeah.
He knew the name of Motley Crue's like road manager or whatever. And he called every hotel in like Orlando or wherever it was he lived and asked for the Motley Crue road manager. And eventually some hotel desk guy connected him. So he knew what hotel Motley Crue was in. So at like 14 years old, he sneaks into this hotel and gets
does not surprise me at all.
And gets to meet Motley Crue.
That is so cool. Now, you got to give him credit for that.
Yeah.
Now, dude is straight up cray-cray, but he's also pretty smart.
Yeah.
So, yeah, did I tell you that Johnny Knoxville gave me his pennies one time?
You did tell me that. Yeah, he was trying to get away from somebody at a casino, and he sat down at the slot machine beside you.
Me. Yeah. Yeah, it was at the Hard Rock in Vegas. So funny. And these guys are but he's like so nice. Like so nice.
Mm-hmm.
And he was with a date. I don't know who she was. And they were at what is the Hard Rock? Their event space is called like The View or something goofy like that. Anyway, it was some like kind of punk rock band playing. And so Jamie and I were sitting right outside the exit door. So he runs out and literally just sits down at a slot machine beside me. It was a penny slot machine. And he's just basically like trying to like let people go by so he doesn't get busted. And so we were just like talking. He was super cool and got up and he was like, "Hey, you can have my pennies if you want." I'm like, oh my God. Johnny Knoxville just gave me his pennies. Oh my gosh. It's the little things.
Yep.
But it was pretty funny. But he was super duper nice.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing, I think.
I believe it.
Yeah, like it wasn't like, don't talk to me or whatever. He was just like,
yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
All right.
I did not know that was coming out. That's so exciting. They get themselves into all kind of trouble. I think they've lost a member or two along the way, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Ryan Dunn died in a car accident several years ago, like 2008, maybe.
Yeah. And then I think there's one other.
He's the only one that's died.
Isn't the little guy, isn't he gone?
Wee Man?
Yeah.
No, he's still alive.
Is he? I was thinking he passed away.
No. Bam is in bad health. He really struggles with addiction and that.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been kind of in the sort of news in a bad way the last few years.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to get into something. I can promise you that.
Yeah, it looks pretty funny.
So good. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. So upcoming events at the Markay. We have several to tell you about too. But I think it would be really fun to, promote the fact that New Frontiers will be there this coming Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And they are a Journey tribute band.
Yep.
And of course, you can get tickets at markaytickets.org or stop by the box office.
Yep.
And
we have a couple of tickets to give away today.
We do, here. We do. So if you are interested, again, a nice ice storm is a brewing, and the good news is it will be gone by then, but there isn't going to be a lot to do outside or anything like that. So this will get you out of the house. You'll have a blast.
Yep.
and it will be a good time on Saturday.
So we have 2 pairs of tickets.
Yes.
And so while we play our interview with New Frontiers, if you want a ticket, comment, "Don't Stop Believing."
There you go.
The first 2 people to comment, "Don't Stop Believing,"
we'll get the tickets.
Get the tickets. So we'll have 2 winners, 2 pairs of tickets to give away.
Love that.
All
That's
right.
easy enough.
I think so. I hope so.
Okay. So the interview, and I want to give a shout out to you again. And I was not able to be here yesterday afternoon, so Matt McKee stepped in.
Yeah.
And thank
Shout
you
out
to
to
Matt. Thank you, Matt. And was able to catch up with these guys and talk to them via some kind of Skype or something, one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out really well, you said. So
Yep.
very good. So here they are, and we hope that you enjoy it. We'll see you back on the other side.
Well, hey, thanks for joining us again here on Main Street TV. We're always excited to let you know about things that are happening in and around the Jackson area. And coming up this Saturday, February 5th, we got another great show coming up for you at the Markay Cultural Arts Center. It involves some great rock and roll music and an awesome band that's going to be joining us here in just a couple of seconds. The name of the band is New Frontiers, and they call themselves the Definitive Journey Tribute Band. They were formed in 2015 by guitarist Jimmy Gore with the idea that music from Journey should be paid its proper due. So instead of trying to look like the band or emulate just another tribute lookalike band, they chose to focus on recreating the classic Journey sound that we've all come to know and love. So guys, thanks for joining us today.
Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So for those, obviously, that you guys are new to us in the area, tell us who you are, introduce yourselves, and tell us what you do in the band.
Right on. I'm Jimmy Gore, and I guess you'd call us band manager, wouldn't you call me at this point?
Band everything.
Band everything. Yes. And this is Jason Hinkle. He plays keys and kind of produces and arranges and does a lot of studio work for all the things that we do as well.
And how many other members are there in the band?
Just like the classic Journey setup, there are 3 more.
Awesome.
4 plus 1.
So go ahead and give us their names and tell us what they play as well.
Well, our bass player is Susie Alt. Yes, she looks like a young Ross Valerie with all the blonde hair. So she's kind of, like
we call her Valerie Ross.
Valerie Ross.
And then it works
right.
better.
And Mr. Brian Binkley is on the drums, a powerhouse drummer. I think you guys will really enjoy him. He's got a kit is about a city block long, so I hope you got plenty of room there for him. He's gonna
we'll make room. There's always plenty of room for the drum set.
Yes,
that's right. All right,
he needs it. That's a big drum set.
Of course, me and Jason, you really wouldn't have much of anything if you didn't have a singer that could really hit the highs and had the tones, and his name is Cliff Stanton, and he looks a lot like Steve Perry would look now, with gray hair, as I know Steve Perry does have gray hair.
Yes.
Only his is still super long, and it's still rock and roll, still 80s style.
Yep.
Cliff brings the voice.
You're definitely not kidding about the sound, because I've in my younger years, I spent a lot of time going to hang out with friends at karaoke places, and a lot of people attempt it, but if it's not done well, it's not. It's bad.
And we discovered him. Me and Jace we're at a trade show with another band, and we were out at our table, kind of waiting on people to come along and talk to him and stuff. And we heard a sound check going on in the other room, and I just dropped what I was doing. I said, "Wait a minute, I need to see who that is." Right. And I ran in there, and there he was. He was singing like a Boston tune.
Yeah, Boston.
He was singing More Than a Feeling. He was hitting every note, and it was just like effortless. And we were just like, I must know who that man is, because we need to talk. Because we've been talking about really doing a Journey band right, and with, not doing it like the cover bands do with, kind of sounds like them, but the harmonies are wrong. And there's, no proper background vocals or anything. We were about that, and then that was the missing piece. As soon as we heard Cliff's voice, we were just, well, there it is. Went in and talked to him, shook hands, and sure enough, ever since 2015, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Awesome. So now going on close to 7 years of playing the greats and I've heard some of the songs. You guys sound amazing, and I know we're looking forward to it. Real quick, I want to go ahead and tell people a little bit about the show, and then I'll come back and ask you a couple other questions, and I'll rehash this a couple of times. But tickets are available right now online, markayjackson.com for $15 in advance or $20 the day of the show. So tell us, you mentioned a little bit how you found your vocalist, but how did you guys start playing music? I mean, when did you start playing? How long have you been playing? You mentioned that you played, together in another band. How did things start rolling with that?
Yeah, I mean, me and Jace have very different backgrounds, where we come from music. I was in a touring band in the 80s and, did that, had a minor hit and, toured all over the country and up into Canada and such. Jace's background is very different. Tell him, Jason, how you came about it.
Yeah, I'm actually a worship pastor of a church. So I lead worship, lead bands every week, that kind of stuff. And Jimmy was my sound person, for our Saturday night service. And then I asked him to help produce an album of songs I had written. And then he asked to be part of,
you know what?
Hey, you want to do this?
Like, yep. Never looked back. And then what was amazing is as soon as we started getting out there and playing it, our first night we went out, nobody really knew who we were yet, but it was packed.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with us. It had to do with the music.
Right.
They were like, Journey, really? Who doesn't want to see that? And, all you have to do is you have to be good at it. You have to represent it. They have to walk away going, wow, that was just like what I remember in high school. The music that I remember is done the way that I would want to hear it. And but the music itself and Journey, it takes care of itself. People want to see that. And now we have 7 tributes in our agency. That's one of 7.
That was the first one.
That was the first one.
And now we have a lot more.
Yeah, we have a lot more. So we have a stable of about 25 players that work in our agency and do different projects with us and take care of each other. We're a family, and somebody's sick or somebody needs help, then somebody else
jumps in
helps.
there.
But this band, this is our core band. You're going to see the core of where all of that began, and this is a good, solid crew and good people, and I believe entertaining for you guys.
And I've been together since the beginning. Haven't been any new people or anything. We've been together since we started.
This family has stayed strong.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you kind of hinted this, I think, a little bit with your last answer, but why Journey? I mean, there's so many great classic rock bands out there, so many great rock and roll bands. What is it about Journey that just makes people go, wow, I got to see this or I got to hear this?
Well, I think the biggest thing is me. I loved them.
Yeah.
And I love them. And I was like, that's the one that I thought. I mean, I tried to hone my sounds around Neil Schon.
Yeah.
And I always sing like Steve Perry. And that's the thing that I loved. And so I thought, man, I just love to find a way to bring all this music because I love all of it, not just the hits. I mean, I know it all. Yeah. I know all the music. I've heard it all. I've heard the Perry albums. I've heard it all, and I love it. And so I guess the biggest thing is I was selfish in that I wanted to do it. And then I found that I was not alone. There's all these other people that wanted to hear it as well. But that's why Journey. And then, of course, we have other ones now. We have Toto and Fleetwood and Doobies and Eagles and Pearl Jam, Stone Temple. But this one is the flagship. This is the one that started first, and this was our original love. And still is. We still love playing this stuff.
Yeah, it's still fun.
It's a blast.
Many years later.
Awesome. And now, okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit more specific then, because there's quite the library of music that Journey has put out over the years. And if you had to pick a favorite song to perform, what would it be from Journey, or do you have one?
Oh man, that's like
I know it's tough.
Well, I love tacos. Kind of good Italians are good. It's like, okay, you got to choose between tacos and Italian. Depends on the day.
Okay.
No, I mean, me and Cliff a lot of times will say that we love to play "Sender My Love." Just something about the beauty of that song. Journey had both a beautiful side to their music, but yet they had a fire to their music as well. And they could be bluesy, or, you know, there's so many sides of them. So, you know, if I had to pick one myself, I always love playing that, but I love playing, you know, Stone in Love, you know, I love the energy of that, you know, I mean, that's a hard question right there.
Is that probably your favorite one to listen to as well? Yeah.
I answered it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason?
How about you, Jason?
Actually, I love Stone in Love too. Cliff, it's a hard song.
Oh,
so
it's hard.
If Cliff ever tries to bow out of that because it's so high, we make sure that it happens because it's such a great song.
Yeah, I'm his helper. I'm Daddy's little helper.
He does. If it's a little bit.
Yeah. So that, you know, I think that's the thing that ruined Steve Perry, you know, in the later years, is they, you know, didn't have as much help as they do now. They have Dean Castronovo, which is, you know, fabulous. You know, he can jump right up there and help.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I mean, nobody else was really singing anything like that. And that's really hard on one guy. I mean, it's hard on two guys. I'm here to tell you, we're both batting it out, me and Cliff, and I'm doing all the high harmonies and stuff, and then also jumping in on some lead and helping him. And it's still, we're like worn out sometimes. We're like, yeah, we're both looking at each other just like, and, you know, when we're trying to bring that stuff, I mean, we're looking at each other, you know, I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, and it's like, okay, you got this? Okay, no, you take this line, I got it, you know. So we're both kind of batting away at it.
It works well.
It's the only way you can, I think, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, if people come out this weekend, tell us a little bit about what they can expect. I mean, obviously a great night of music, but what can they look forward to?
Well, you can look forward to us bringing all the songs that they want. I say all. I'm going to miss one. Somebody's going to go,
you didn't do
that one.
Like, gosh, yes, but I always note that and put that on my list in my head that yes, I was asked about that, and it's important to people. But what they're going to hear is all the spectrum. They're going to hear everything from real big hits, all the big hits, to some very deep cuts. For example, you know, Patiently. All right, there's a deep cut from Infinity, right? And it's poignant because it's the first song ever that Neil Schon and Steve Perry wrote together, right? And so it's the very first, if you want to look at it as the very first Journey, you know, Steve Perry Journey song. He wasn't even really in the band yet. They wrote it in a motel room as he was coming to watch the first show, right? You know, and so, I mean, just things like that. So we try to do a little history in there and give people a little bit of the education, at least as we know it. So it's kind of a history lesson as well as a, you know, timeline, you know, if you will.
And now one of the things that you mentioned just a couple seconds ago, you said that, you know, it's someone will always mention one that maybe they didn't play that they wanted to hear. How do you maintain a library like that? I mean, to know what to pick from and what to play or not play, because there's so many through the years, and then to try to remember that as a musician, or does it just kind of become muscle memory and you go, oh yeah, I remember how to play that, or do you just kind of roll with it and whatever happens? Sometimes it just happens that way.
Well, that's a good question, man. It comes down to going through your repertoire, making sure you go through all of it. I try to run these shows every time before I play them. I run the whole show for me personally. And if we've had a little bit of a break over a vacation or something like that, we try to put it back in the room and we try to go through and maybe pick up new songs. But a lot of the times we're just playing quite a bit. I mean, and so it stays warm, I guess you would say, because we keep playing it, you know. But if we get like a 2 or 3 month off kind of thing, which is, you know, other than, you know, the COVID days, I mean, other than that, I mean, we stay pretty busy. And plus we got all these other bands going too. So imagine having to keep one show is hard enough, you know, but having to keep 7, that's interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially with as many bands as you just mentioned there, and as many of the great bands that have such extensive libraries themselves as well. So let's talk a little bit about the last couple of years with COVID. How were you guys able to maintain your connectivity and playing together and still being able to keep that unity that you would have had going from traveling on the road and playing a bunch of shows to basically saying, hey, sorry, can't perform anywhere right now?
Well, I guess the good thing is that we all have our day jobs. We all do things. I'm a music teacher. Jason being a worship minister, and so on. Most of us are teachers, But we one key to this was building this room right here that we're setting in. This is used to be a school, right? And this is the band room of a school, and it is ours, and this is where we build our music studio, and this is where we do our video work. And so what we did is we just jumped into video mode. When it went down and nobody could play out, we just started doing our videos and streaming. So there's streams out there, where we were still coming to people, and we were making our videos, and we stayed pretty busy actually that year.
Awesome.
Just here, mostly here.
In this space.
That's amazing.
That's been,
so on a good year, how many shows would you say that you play if you had to guess?
With all our bands?
Well, with all our bands,
I guess, yes.
it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon to do three in a row.
Wow.
3 days
on a weekend.
On a weekend, and especially in the summer.
Typically,
really comes down to, I look at the schedule and I think, is this the one that's going to kill me? Am I going to actually survive this? Because we're older guys. We're not kids anymore. We act like kids. We have the maturity of kids, I think. But so far as our age, the body part of it, we can't just you have to be responsible about it. And there's some times where I put it on the calendar and it all looks good until I have to run the race with it, and it hurts.
Yeah.
Especially okay, 3 nights in a row. Here we go, Stone in Love.
We've done we've done 2 in one day where we'll do this and then we'll go do the other band.
And it's not
day.
uncommon for us to be doing a show and then running to the other side of the state or to the next state over and doing a different band. Because we've picked things that a lot of them are hot things. Doobies and Eagles and Fleetwood's pretty hot. I mean, everybody wants to hear that music. But I guess the way we do it is we try to be sensible about it. We don't typically find ourselves with too little shows. It's usually somebody going, hey, I got this thing, man. You were trying to kill me over here with the schedule. It's more like that. So we do as many as we can without, leaving the planet, I guess.
Yeah, we still do our cover band too, the Hypnotics.
We just played with Night Ranger.
Just played with Night Ranger, open for them the other night.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
Saturday night.
Did some original tunes then.
Yeah, which we never get to do, so that was kind of a nice break. Not too often to play your own stuff. We have albums of that too, but typically we're out there to play the songs people know, and especially now these tributes, people are going, man, I'm getting older, man. I just want to hear what I listened to in college or high school. I just want to go back to those days. I want to hear those songs again. And you know what? We want to play those songs.
Yeah,
we don't really. I mean, Bruno Mars is great, but I don't know that I'm the delivery mechanism for that. I think probably somebody that looks a little more like that, it's a little more fun, in their dance moves than me, might be better. And I think I'm better at Neil Sean.
Although we have done, we have done one Bruno Mars song as well.
But I mean,
we fuck people up.
But Journey's one of those bands. That is gone beyond generations. I mean, it helped a couple of years ago, obviously, when Glee covered it, when it first came out. But I mean, who hasn't heard the bigger hits that they've had out there? And so it's moved beyond. Even my daughters, who would look at what I listen to and go, "Why would you ever listen to something that sounds like that?" I can put on something like Journey, and they're like, "This isn't bad music. I like this." So and they're more into they're the other end of the newer stuff like Bruno Mars and Walk the Moon and all these bands that you hear on the pop stations and stuff now. But they're just Journey's one of those bands that has tested the time and is still to this day, putting out great music and it's just a legacy band as far as I'm concerned. So. Well, I'm gonna put you on the spot just a little bit. So years of traveling, years of playing in different groups. Any crazy story that if you can? I mean, I'm sure you have plenty of them, but anything that's family friendly that you can share, if you will, of crazy things that have happened on the road.
you say great things?
Crazy things.
Crazy things.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Let's go for Jimmy. Yeah.
So, okay, interesting story. Let's see. How do I frame this? I wasn't planning on telling these. This is usually after the gig when we're sitting around laughing about things.
Go for it.
Yeah, we're in a touring band and we're on the road and we're heading into Upper Michigan, right? We get about halfway into the trip, right? And of course the old truck breaks. We ride in the truck. And so at that point, we're like, okay, well, we're halfway there. If we're gonna make any money to get out of this thing, we're gonna have to go ahead and go all the way to the rest of the gig. So tow truck comes, puts the big moving van, big truck, puts it on the hook, and we jump in this band van that we got. And I mean, we're stinky, man. It's hot. We're going into Upper Michigan, and we're going like 8-9 hours. With the truck on a hook and all of us crammed into this van, so tight that it looks like this, and just trying to make it up there so we can make enough money to fix this truck and go home. So anyway, we end up getting up there, and after 2 weeks of eating on an Italian restaurant tab because we had no money after that, we finally sold what was left of the truck and you hauled home. So. That's an early fun, yeah. That's one for the memory books, So, but I hold that one. That's a good one to remember.
How about you, Jason? Any stories?
I'm more limited than him because Jimmy got me started. So yeah, Jimmy's been going for decades.
Yeah,
I've been going for years.
I'm sure there's a couple of them. Jason, come up with
do you remember any of them?
Do I remember
any of our since I've been on?
I don't think so. Man. Yeah. This is a tame crew compared.
Well, we
to
could tell worship leader stories, but that's a discussion for another time because I know that.
I have to keep it really clean because in case anyone from my congregation sees this,
so
not that story.
Yeah, but anytime you get a group of people together, you're gonna have stories to tell, and that's part of it. So,
yep,
you got.
Well, awesome. So so you guys you play some with the other groups as well, and kind of perform it, as different bands. If people wanted to check out a little bit more about some of the other stuff that you guys do beyond New Horizons, what's the best way for them to find out about that?
Soundscape Entertainment is a website that we put together. Jason did the work on it, and it basically links all of our bands, all the things that we do, shows where we're playing. And if you've subscribed to that, then you'll see, everywhere that our bands are, all the stuff that we're playing. We always put up, graphics that show, what the next show is and who's going to be there and so on. So Soundscape Entertainment with a K. Right?
Soundscape with a K.
Right? Because there's
Soundscape-entertainment.com.
So zillion other soundscapes. So with a K. That's the way.
You'll see videos of all the other bands, so you can see what they're like and that kind of stuff. So,
and we get people that are contacting us all the time. They're like, "Oh, we got a Zeppelin band or a Floyd band, man," because they think we're kind of more like a proper booking agency. But we've really put this together, and we have all these bands, and so they just think that we're taking on bands, and it's like, no, this is really kind of an exclusive boys club here. Love to help. If we can help, we will. But we're not looking to be bookers per se.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, again, it's coming up this Saturday at the Markay Cultural Arts Center. $15 tickets in advance by either calling or getting them at the box office. $20 the day of the show. It starts at 7 o'clock. Anything else you guys want to share with us tonight before we let you
go? Just praying to God for good weather.
Yeah.
On the way down?
Yeah. I see all this stuff that's coming, and I'm just hoping, man. We're just,
Well, that's why I've been following it myself. I was kind of a little curious about it as well, but it looks like hopefully by Saturday everything should be good. So we should be in good shape. So we'll be sending vibes and prayers up that way. But thanks again for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you guys Saturday night, and looking forward to a great show.
We will bring the show.
It'll be fun.
We will bring the
show. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey,
that was so
that
cool.
was cool.
So fun.
Have you stopped believing yet?
No, I
Me
will never
neither.
stop believing.
So congratulations to Kathy Coleman and Tim Holterman. You both won a pair of tickets to see New Frontiers this Saturday night.
Very good.
You can pick those tickets up here at the Total Media inside Stockmeister Plaza, 708 East Main Street in Jackson.
That's right behind the Burger King. And just pull up to the front door there, and there's a visitor parking, and you can walk right in and grab them.
Yep, we'll be here till 5 o'clock today. We actually are going to close early tomorrow.
That's right.
But
little company fun day.
Yeah, a little team building. But we'll be here till 5 o'clock today, and then tomorrow, like I said, we will close at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Then Friday we'll be here till 5 o'clock again. So you guys can just pick those up right here at Total Media.
There you go. Congratulations, and thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. No, those guys were a lot of fun, and man, they are good.
They're good musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They and the fact that they do other tributes as well. I mean,
I think that's really interesting.
What a good musician and singer you would have to be able to pull that off.
Yeah, that would be challenging.
It's one thing to just be a good singer and sound like yourself, let alone like having to to be someone else. Yeah, that's wild. So again, Markay, this coming Saturday night, New Frontiers, the Journey Tribute Band, and that will be at 7 p.m. Get those tickets through markaytickets.org or at the box office. And you can also check out the new show at the gallery as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just checking out some travel packages for the Super Bowl here.
Which one are you going to pick?
Yeah, I know. So they're all such great deals.
They're such great deals. So these are the official Bengals travel packages. Anyone can buy these. I have to say this. I have seen I hate to judge people, but I have seen people set up like GoFundMe accounts for this stuff. Oh, no way.
It's like, dude,
no.
Come on. Like, if you can afford it, great. But like, don't ask for someone to like donate money for you to go to the Super Bowl. Like, that money should be going to like kids with cancer or something.
Like GoFundMe is to like help people out that need it for medical expenses and things like that, not to go to the Super Bowl.
Things. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I mean, these are such good deals. I don't know why you would need to do that. So here we are. We are looking at the. Let's find a good one. Here is the official Bengals fan hotel Live Like the Stars package.
I mean, that sounds good to me. Live Like the Stars?
Yeah, so this includes a 3-night hotel stay.
Okay.
$9,095 per person.
Per person?
Per person.
And what else do you get?
So that is ticket to the game, the Hollywood Dream package, 3 nights at the hotel, official pregame hospitality package, round trip game day something, and Rockstar Pedigree and Energy, whatever that means.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So
it's $10,000 a person.
Yeah, well,
not per couple.
No, 9. It's not 10. But I mean, if you want to spend a little bit more, we could go all to the 3-night air inclusive Live Like the Stars package.
Oh wait, that didn't include airfare.
Oh no.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's go whole hog.
So,
I mean, if we're gonna do it, let's do it right.
So here's I think this is the most expensive one. All right, so we've got one. So this is one person. This is $10,970.
Okay.
So we're looking at seats in section 500. That's by the end zone. You get to go to the Touchdown Club. Your ticket upgrades. I don't know what that means. Hotel accommodations, 3 nights at the Dream Hollywood Hotel. That sounds fancy.
Ooh, the Dream.
Yeah, the official Super Bowl pregame hospitality experience. This uneventful. You're
not selling it to me, buddy.
This unforgettable event located inside SoFi Stadium, secure perimeter, will include live musical entertainment, ball in hand, guest interactive experiences, exclusive photo ops. Guests will enjoy a full deluxe bar and upscale tailgate cuisine. All right, you're a restaurateur. What is upscale tailgate cuisine?
All beef hot dogs.
Yeah. They got the good dogs.
Not the ones that are the pork and the beef.
Yeah, they got the good dogs.
They rolled their hot dogs in croissants.
They had
pigs in a blanket.
The pigs in a blanket have a toothpick in them.
I don't know exactly what upscale tailgate cuisine is, but
yeah,
sounds fancy.
Yeah, man. And so like all that could be yours for
$22,000.
Yeah. Well, if you want a single occupancy room, it's $2,000 more.
If you want to go alone to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, okay. So back up. What would be, if you wanted to go, if you're looking at the cheap bottom of the barrel, you still are there, but don't, no bells and whistles package. What are you talking?
Let me see if I can get back to this first page. So we're looking at, the cheapest one you can buy like on the Bengals website is $5,951.
Okay.
That's a ticket. That's open air pregame party, open bar, live entertainment, and special NFL legend appearances.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And that doesn't include your airfare though.
No, that's just the ticket basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the cheapest is about $6,000 a person.
Yeah.
Package.
Yep.
And that does, okay, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder if, I could price it really quick, and I wonder if you just fly there on your own, try to get a hotel on your own, Uber to the stadium, like what you would have in it.
So my brother-in-law, he's gone to all 3 of the games so far. He's so obsessed with it. And he's still believing that he might be able to make this happen. He's not
stopped believing.
Yeah, he hasn't stopped believing. But he found airfare and it was only like $150 or something like that.
Oh.
But then he realized that there are 3 layovers and it would take almost 3 days to get there. Because all the layovers are all like 8 hours or something.
No.
You gotta make 3 stops. You could drive there faster than that.
You could literally walk there or you ride your bike. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I'll bet hotels are, oh my gosh.
Yeah. They said on the news last night that the cheapest hotel anywhere close to the stadium's $450 a night.
I would almost think it would be more. Yeah. That's probably like you're in the basement and you have to clean your own room.
Right. Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess if you had a van, you could just, camp in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Van life, baby.
There you go. Van life. You had there's an RV, any of that thing. There's one. Hey, there's a camper parked out at Callahan Hardware for sale. I saw it the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that stadium in Los Angeles is next level crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow.
Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It wouldn't take that long, I guess, if you knew how to research, but to find, like where you should stay and all that. But I'm telling you, every minute that goes by, the more time that ticks, the price is just going through the roof.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what, I don't know if I'll do this or not, but I'm debating maybe driving down to Cincinnati and watching at a bar or something like that.
That would be fun.
Just in case they do win.
Yeah.
Because I just want to see people go nuts.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I will say, listen, number one, it's like what Pete and I talked about yesterday. For them to even make it as far as they did this weekend is huge. Now we're in the Super Bowl. So that's huge. Who cares? Honestly, like the fact that they have made it this far,
it's pretty unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah. I don't think that anybody, all the commentators are eating crow at this point and whatever, because I can remember the playoff before this past weekend. They were like, oh yeah, this game's just not going well for them. It's just gonna,
Yeah.
And they ended up coming back and winning. And it was like, oh, wait, this team's actually got their stuff together.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But all right, so which package are you going to buy?
Well, I mean, I'm VIP all the way, baby. I'm going with that, $12,000 a person deal.
I mean, I feel like as if you're going to go, you better go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Let's do it.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. If you're going to go big.
But that would be, I mean, if you think about if it's a once in a lifetime experience for you.
Keep in mind that you also get an Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre concert.
Hey, there you go.
In the middle of it.
That is pretty cool too.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be paying a couple $100 for that.
So here's the deal. If you're watching that on TV,
yeah,
I would say more than 50% is going to be dumped.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that.
And what I mean by that is they have a dump button when there's, profanity or whatever, they hit it and it gets like dumped out.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that you're almost going to have to see that concert in real life or you're not going to get to see much of the concert.
Yeah. They should, I don't know. They should do a broadcast on like HBO or something like that.
Like where it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just let it all hang out.
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to do that. Like I hadn't listened to Eminem in a really long time. And that got me thinking about it. I listened to a couple of his like newer songs I'd never heard before.
Yeah.
Man, he uses some words, and I don't know how he gets away with using the words that he does.
Because it's just Eminem, man.
Yeah.
And then you just get the whole gamut of these guys together.
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So probably not quite as, wholesome as Katy Perry although I wouldn't say she's 100% wholesome, but
I don't know. It wasn't that long ago that the Lion King musical was the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Was it really?
I mean, it was like 20 years ago, but it feels like it wasn't that. Because remember after the Janet Jackson thing.
Yeah, the wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah. Disney took it over for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh.
Because they were like, afraid to do anything.
Because they didn't want any boobies flying again.
Yeah, God forbid.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, this Super Bowl show is probably going to take the cake.
I don't know. You remember when Prince did it?
Yes. Prince, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
There's been some good ones.
Been some big ones.
And then there's been some.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that they played the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that one day. We'll do a rank all the Super Bowl halftime shows.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Pull like snippets from some of them.
Yeah. Well, maybe no, we won't play.
Probably
We won't play any of the music. We'll get copyright strikes. But yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be fun to go back and like rehash because again, some of them are super memorable, some of them not so much. So.
Well, you mentioned Michael Jackson. I may be misremembering this, but it was a Pepsi commercial, but I think it was a commercial for the Super Bowl when he got caught on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was absolutely. He definitely caught on fire.
Yeah.
And then the jokes.
Yeah.
Poor guy. He had the glove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't live in the same reality as the rest of us.
No.
Neither did Prince, I guess, but
not really.
Yeah.
But hey, how Prince got away with the stuff he got away with, I'll never know.
I think he just didn't care.
His later music was raunchy, to say the least.
We're running out of time, but like the interesting thing about Prince and like kind of set him aside from like other big musicians was like he wasn't signed to a label. Like he did everything independently.
He just did his thing.
So he just did whatever he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. Like who cared if anybody liked it because it was just what he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And if he didn't like it, he didn't release it. Just why he had that bank vault.
Right.
Yeah.
A bank vault full of music. Wouldn't that be such a great feeling to not have to be like answering to anybody?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, that's
as an artist.
I mean, that's what what's her name? Taylor Swift is doing right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Re-recording her own music and all that.
Yeah.
Because she got ripped off.
She feels like she did, I guess.
Yeah. I pretty much think she got ripped off, but that's okay. But she's sticking it to him now, so that's fine. She figured out a way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we do need to get out of here for the day. Tomorrow, our friends from the YMCA will be here. Dude, bring your headdress and your
I will not dress like an
police
Indian. I would not be
uniform
dressing
and
like
your-
an Indian on this show.
Probably not. I will say at my wedding, my mother they did put the dressed us as the village people, and my mother was that. I have a picture. That was pretty funny.
What kind of wedding did you have?
Oh, it was epic. I'll have to tell you sometime.
Okay. I was impressed when Amanda said she
Were
got
y'all
married in
out there?
Vegas. Now here you are like, yeah, we were the village people.
Oh, you just had to be there to appreciate it.
Okay.
It was wild.
Sounds wild.
And it was at
Oh my
the
God.
YMCA.
Here, I'm just noticing this. Some of these packages don't even include game tickets.
Oh, nuh-uh.
This one's $3,000 and doesn't even include a ticket to the game.
Nice.
That's ridiculous.
Might want to read the fine print about
Oh
that
my God, it's
before
not
you.
even fine print. It's like big right there in the middle.
It does not include.
Game ticket not included. $3,100
Why
per
would
person.
you buy that?
No. I guess if you had a ticket already and had to make accommodations,
I guess.
that's insane. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll be watching it from afar in my living room, like everybody else around here, probably. So, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So, well, have a fun day, everyone. And we will be back with our friends from the YMCA tomorrow. And we will see you then. Crazy weather coming up in the forecast. Still monitoring this ginormous storm that is sweeping through once again the United States. And it is looking like, we didn't talk about the chocolate walk.
Oh yeah.
It is looking like Thursday into Friday, ice storm will be hitting us. The chocolate walk scheduled for this coming Thursday, the Jackson Downtown Business Association, they have postponed it because of this ice storm that we're supposed to be getting. It will be next Thursday,
The
not
10th.
this coming Thursday. It is not canceled, just moved back a week.
Yeah.
Yep.
February 10th.
Yep. Not this coming Thursday, but will be moved to next Thursday.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a wonderful day, everyone. We appreciate you for tuning in, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Don't stop believing.
Bye-bye.